Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and let's go to the jungle. So I keep talking about this utility weapon that I keep wishing I had, so let's get that. Typically, this is probably the recommended first stage to go to, which is why I didn't want to go to it, because I want to be different from other runs. Again, I'm sure there's plenty of runs where people have gone to Magma Dragoon stage first. Frost Tower. Let's try this out. Okay. Oh. And if we head to the right here, we'll find our first capsule. I love the new capsule design. This battle should have never happened. X. Why must Reploids fight each other? Why do these peacekeepers persist in fighting each other? This must be some sort of mistake. X. Enter this capsule. Equip with this to discover the truth. Equip with this boot module and jump twice in the air to hover. You can move either left or right and will remain airborne for a few moments. It is effective for negotiating through high and more dangerous terrain. Stop this tragic war as soon as possible, X. And so this is the leg upgrade, which is another reason why people tend to come here first. And it doesn't give us a demonstration, so I'll demonstrate it. If you jump while you're in the air, you get a nice hover, and it lasts for quite a little bit. But if you start moving while you hover, it dissipates very quickly. So, one thing to keep in mind. Alright, let's use our Frost Tower. Well, that's not bad. Ow. That didn't protect me from that. And I don't think it's going to do good here. And we get a section with falling logs that's not that challenging at all. Because we have dash jump, we have hover boots, and we can dash in the air, but you cannot dash upwards like we could in Mega Man X3. Oh, fine, just get up there and shoot him. Can I use the Rising Fire? Yes. Yes, I can. Rising Fire, I want to make use of these weapons somehow. Frost Tower is an interesting weapon to try and use. No, I didn't get to use it on the gate. There we go. Fairly decent power. You know, I don't think I've ever used Frost Tower in the stages, so this is a new experience for me. That's good against those guys as well. You have to, well, it might be good against those guys. You have to destroy those little spiders before, to get the web thing to retract so you can pass it, or just jump over the thing. Let's use Rising Fire. Seems good here when we have enemies above us. Hi. Frost Tower, protect me from bees. Alright, let's just blast this thing. I love the explosion effects in this game as well, if I haven't mentioned that already. Like I said, very well detailed, but it's not terribly complicated to distinguish what's background and what's foreground, which is an issue we've had in other games. And if we come over here, I'm going to dash jump because or dash in the air because I can, we get the heart tank. And don't worry, there's nothing else of significance to find in these things, but that's a nice shortcut, because I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't feel like dealing with all of this. So I'll put a frost tower there, let the bees ram themselves into that, and head into the boss. And now we fight Web Spider. And I'm going to stop reading their banter because it's not really relevant to the plot. So do be careful not to get trapped by those attacks, because they will drain you, they will halt your movement for a little bit, and drain you of quite a bit of damage. But this is what Web Spider does. Sometimes you can catch him on the way up. Yeah, missed him there. Fighting with the Buster isn't too hard as long as you can dodge that web. And once he's about halfway defeated, he'll go into his second phase where he sends out these webs. He'll shoot spiders at us. And he can still send out those webs. But overall, not difficult. Once again, I love the weapon in the background. And we get Lightning Web. Fires a spider net with charged electricity, can be used to attack, wall jump, or double jump. So it creates a little web that we can climb on, which is a nice little utility feature. Let's go here, because I want to get my favorite upgrade in this game, but to do that, I need this guy's weapon. And this is one of my favorite tunes from this game. And we start off on a spinning staircase. Very nicely done on the graphical presentation. Ow. And I tend to take a lot of damage here. Well, on these staircase things. And we get to... Ow. We get to this section where we have things that come flying at us. Like I said, I'm very used to just using my normal buster, so I'm going to make an effort to use other weapons. I am making an effort. Those are instant death spikes. We don't need to demonstrate that. Here, if you move quickly, you can avoid these guys. If you don't, you might have to wait for them. And I kind of demonstrated all of that. Good job, Mega Man X. And now we're coming up to the mini-boss, which is more difficult if you're playing as X as opposed to Zero. So at least I think so. So this guy, you have a limited amount of time where you can fight him because those are instant death spikes down there. And he will come up and destroy the platform that you are standing over. So just kind of go from right to left or left to right, whatever suits your fancy. Charge up your attack and just blast him as much as you can. And he'll go down. He's not too hard. As long as you don't panic. And now we get to the purple staircase with stuff that's bouncing. I don't want that. That was semi-useful. Actually, this is kind of useful going through here. All these enemies that want to come in contact with us. And we just put on our frost shield, tower. We had the shield in the last game, and we have the 1-up. Now, to get this, we're going to need this. After those little spinny guys are done breaking the floor, they will come down after you if you try to cross their path. Use the web to get up there. And grab that. For the rest of the section, just move quickly. There'll be lots of explosion effects, and now we're on an elevator. Personally, I think this stage is kind of long, has a lot to it. Let's use our Rising Fire. It seems good here. I have special weapons, I need to start using them. If you let those guys exist for a little bit, those blue orbs will start to fire at you. And another thing I like about Mega Man X4 is there's some enemy shots that you can fire at and kill. Do be careful at that part there. You do need to dash at just the right time to avoid getting crushed by all of that. And Split Mushroom is, in my opinion, one of the hardest guys to beat without his weakness weapon. So let's try this. But if you do have his weakness weapon, he becomes very easy because everyone in this game has Spark Mandrill Syndrome. So these Split Mushroom copies will come after us, and now he's going to split himself. Do keep watch on the real one, and they go at different paces. That always messes me up. Ow. I am so over these copies. Which one's real? This one's real. Okay. And he's dead. So yeah, a lot of dodging to be done there. I remember on my challenge run of Mega Man X4 when I did the no special weapons, no sub-tanks, no heart tanks, no armor parts. It took me a while to beat him. I'm honestly surprised that I didn't get hit more there. Because I don't fight him without the weakness weapon too often.